Did the Korean police just clear Hee Jin of the breach of trust allegations that HYBE themselves filed? And wait, did she actually try to take over Adore only for HYBE to stop her before she could pull it off? Because now, HYBE's latest statement says that the accusations they made can't be considered false. So what does that even mean? People are now more confused than ever, with many still convinced she's guilty. But with this ruling in her favor, could this be exactly what NEWJEANS needs to strengthen their own lawsuit? Meanwhile, Jennie is once again making headlines for her behavior during the Deadline tour, this time for just randomly standing around on stage mid-performance, yes again. And now there's a clip going around showing Lisa allegedly having to tap her just so she snaps out of it and continues dancing. And what's going on with aespa's winter? Her Instagram is suddenly getting flooded with hate comments, all because of the JUNGKOOK dating rumors. The evidence? Apparently, they were seen wearing the same hat once. As you can tell, there's a lot to unpack today, so make sure you like and subscribe to stay in the loop with everything going down. Now, let's get straight into it. It seems the police have officially concluded that Hee Jin, former CEO of Adore, is not guilty of the breach of trust allegations brought against her by HYBE. On July 15th, Min's side released a statement confirming the Seoul Yongsan police station has ruled that Hee Jin committed no wrongdoing regarding the breach of trust accusations filed by HYBE in April 2024. After over a year of investigation, both cases submitted by HYBE were dismissed without charges. This outcome traces back to when Min appeared at Yongsan police station and underwent nearly 8 hours of questioning. At the time, she told reporters, "I'll speak truthfully," and firmly stated, "Calling this breach of trust doesn't even make sense." After the session, she added, "I asked to be questioned first. I'm impatient and had a lot to say." And when asked about additional evidence, she responded, "We have a lot." Her attorney confirmed that further materials would be submitted later. Min later expressed relief, saying, "I feel better for telling the truth. From my perspective, this breach of trust situation was almost comedic. To understand where this all began, we have to go back to April 2024, when HYBE launched an internal audit of Adore. They accused Min of attempting to take control of the company, even though she was only a minority shareholder. On April 26th, they officially filed a police complaint, claiming she was trying to usurp Adore's management rights. Min flat out denied those claims, stating that the company's ownership structure made a takeover not just unlikely, but impossible. Things escalated when HYBE attempted to remove Min and the current Adore board through an emergency shareholders meeting. In turn, Min filed for an injunction to block HYBE's voting rights, and the Seoul Central District Court sided with her. The court stated, HYBE has not sufficiently proven the reasons for dismissal. The court emphasized that it didn't amount to criminal breach of trust. The court also acknowledged the urgency of HYBE's actions and the possible irreparable damage to Min's position, which is why they approved the injunction. With the police now officially dropping HYBE's criminal complaint, it marks a major legal win for Hee Jin. However, the battle is far from over. HYBE has responded by filing a formal objection to the police's decision not to forward the case to prosecutors. In a public statement, HYBE said, "Following the police's decision to drop the breach of duty case we filed last year against Hee Jin and others, we will immediately submit an objection to the prosecution. Since the police investigation, new developments have occurred, including NEWJEANS members' declarations to terminate their contracts, and several new pieces of evidence have been submitted during related court proceedings." A HYBE representative also added, "The appellate court has acknowledged that Hee Jin is actively dismantling the unified structure upon which her exclusive contract was based. We intend to challenge the non-indictment decision through the objection process." According to HYBE, ongoing legal proceedings have uncovered even more substantial evidence, which they believe further supports the severity of Min's actions. HYBE also addressed the counter-complaints that Hee Jin filed against 5 HYBE executives, accusing them of obstruction of business and defamation under the Information and Communications Network Act. However, those complaints were also dismissed. Authorities determined that HYBE's claims were not false and were made in the public interest. The KakaoTalk messages used as evidence were found to have been lawfully obtained through HYBE's internal audit. They also pointed out that other complaints filed by Min and her affiliates against HYBE staff and business partners have also been dropped or dismissed entirely. Now, this latest police ruling has sparked new discussion online. Many NEWJEANS fans believe that with Hee Jin officially cleared of the breach of trust allegations, it strengthens the argument that HYBE unfairly forced her out, and by extension, that NEWJEANS might have valid grounds in their ongoing lawsuit to terminate their contracts. Some fans are taking this as proof that HYBE exaggerated the situation to remove her, but at the same time, the legal reality is more complicated. And critically, it all now hinges on whether NEWJEANS contracts explicitly require Hee Jin to remain remain their CEO, because based on what's currently known, their contracts and Min's executive role may not be legally linked. There's also growing speculation online that the reason Min was cleared might simply be because HYBE acted before she could actually take control, which prevented the allegations from ever crossing into illegal territory. So while Min may be legally in the clear, HYBE is still pushing back, and the courts may still have more to say. What are your thoughts on all of this? Does this police ruling help NewJeans' case, or could HYBE's next legal move change the direction of everything again? Jennie seems to be all over the news lately ever since the Deadline tour kicked off, and unfortunately, it's not for the best reasons. She's landed in another controversy, this time for repeatedly stopping mid-performance during concerts. Clips have gone viral showing her pausing while her members look confused, and in one recent moment, Lisa even had to tap her to allegedly get her to start dancing again. Netizens have pointed out that this isn't a one-time thing. There seems to be a pattern of Jennie being the only member consistently pausing or stopping, despite the group's 3-year hiatus. Critics are slamming her, saying that even after 9 years in the industry, she still performs like a rookie. Others are comparing her group performances to her solo stages, accusing her of only putting in full effort when she's alone. However, her fans are rushing to defend her, arguing she might be exhausted or even dealing with health issues. Some claimed Lisa was simply checking on her, possibly trying to keep her awake or make sure she was okay. The debate reignited after a clip surfaced of Jennie stopping on stage while even Rosé looked confused. Fans said she was fixing her mic, but netizens weren't convinced, pulling up examples of other idols performing complex choreo while adjusting their mics without missing a beat. So, what are your thoughts on Jennie's repeated pauses during performances, and the moment Lisa had to tap her mid-show? Is this just fatigue, or is the criticism valid? Moving on to HYBE'S winter, her Instagram is currently being flooded with hate comments, and it all stems from the recent rumors that she's dating BTS's JUNGKOok. Things started spiraling after JUNGKOok opened a new Instagram account, and for whatever reason, netizens decided the username had some hidden connection to Winter. It didn't take long before rumors started spreading like wildfire across social media platforms. The strange part? Winter is now being unfairly targeted. Her recent posts are being bombarded with negative comments, from spammy hate emojis to full-on rants, some even name-dropping JUNGKOok and accusing her of things she's never even responded to publicly. It's reached a point where aespa fans are stepping in and doing their best to fight back against the hate. They've started flooding her comment section with positivity, support, and reminders to respect her privacy. Many are voicing frustration over how fast misinformation can spread and how easily an idol can become the target of completely baseless accusations. Fans are also pointing out how frustrating it is that Winter is being attacked for something she had zero involvement in. She hasn't confirmed or denied anything, and frankly, she shouldn't have to. Even if the rumors were true, which they've already been denied, it still wouldn't justify the level of harassment she's receiving. This whole situation has reignited the conversation about the ongoing obsession with idol dating and the unrealistic expectations placed on female idols especially. Once again, it shows just how quickly things can spiral in the K-pop world. One small, unverified detail gets exaggerated, spread, and weaponized, often before the idol even has a chance to breathe. And even after it's cleared up, the hate continues. So what are your thoughts on Winter being dragged into this situation over something that— is it time for fans to rethink how they react to dating rumors? That wraps up today's video. Don't forget to like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss a K-pop update. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.